It seems Fortnitemares is officially over, but it looks like our worst nightmare is still to come. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Fortnite video for Chapter 2. It seems Fortnitemares is officially over, with the zombies that have been infecting our island over the last week completely disappearing from our map, with the Storm King LTM being removed from the other game modes, and of course the day and night cycle finally coming back, and that dark, creepy fog being removed. It looks like Fortnitemares has passed for this year, but that does not mean the nightmares are over. It seems Epic Games has something else in store that honestly could be quite terrifying. The Corrupted Islands is still in the center of our Fortnite map. Even though all the other elements of Fortnitemares have been removed, this has stayed. Players are believing that this must have something to do with the storyline. And it can't be anything to do with the Storm King, as he's now been removed from the LTM. There is a popular theory going around online at the moment that here in the center, we are going to see something quite terrifying. We are no strangers to massive giant eyeballs appearing in our Fortnite game. The Polar Peak monster back in Season 9 showed us that it was possible for monsters to come to Fortnite. Players believe that this circle right here is in fact not a hole, but it's the future location of the next giant eye for Fortnite. But why a giant eye? Why another giant monster? Well, the information is already in the game. We have spoken about this poster that is suggesting that some kind of legendary beast is going to be coming to Fortnite. Some kind of giant ocean creature is expected to turn up in this season. And of course, back in Season 8 in Chapter 1, there were multiple references of a one-eyed beast coming to the game. Combining these two ideas together, players believe that this location here would be the perfect place for a one-eyed sea creature to arrive, with the eye being placed in the center of this island and possible tentacles creeping above the river. This would make a perfect boss battle location, and one that I think would be amazing for Chapter 2. Guys, I do want to jump into game and check everything out that we've talked about in this video. Guys, do remember, if you want to support this channel, make sure you use the support a creator code that is on screen right now. All right, guys, let's jump into game. Okay, guys, welcome back. Just bear me a second. I just got to escape these zombies. Just literally bear me one quick second. Wait a minute. Yo, dude, they've taken the zombies away. Isn't this crazy? Isn't this absolutely crazy? My mind is really blown. It's really blown. You know, it was funny, like in the last video, I was saying that they're not likely just to take this island away. They're not going to remove Fortnitemares from the game. It's obviously got something to do with the storyline. Well, they just removed the zombies. The zombies are gone. But what does remain is this island and, of course, this weird hole. But we now have an idea what it could be. What it possibly could be in this dark universe. It could be a monster. Hello? Is there a monster down there? A one-eyed monster? Come on up. Listen, I agree with the comment section. It's pretty unlikely that this is going to be a one-eyed monster, but we have been here before in the past, where we see a shape just like this appear, and of course an eye comes through. We don't need to remind you where that came from, do we? It was the Polar Big Monster. I'm still pretty confident that something is going to happen here. I really am sure that they're not going to just remove this island. This has got to play some way into the storyline. At least I hope. Please, Epic. Don't let me down. Please. Don't make me look like a fool again. Please. So the reason why we think the zombies are gone is we think Fortnitemares is over, and Epic Games might be... Ooh, Harpoon, are you kidding me? What is this? We think Epic Games might be moving away from Fortnitemares for this year. Maybe it was just a one-off mini event. I don't really know. That doesn't sound like Epic. That's not the type of thing that Epic would actually do. What? Favorite weapon confirmed, by the way. You see, I noticed that it was no longer that dark and foggy. Literally, every time you came into Fortnitemares, the sky was gray, everything was smoky and foggy. Suddenly, we now have a day and night cycle again. So, hey, listen, look, I'm not saying that Fortnitemares is over, but it looks like it's pretty over. So I guess we'll just have to wait for the storyline. Ooh, okay, let's go. I mean, that's what you get. That's what you get for messing with the best. The best is me. I'm the best. Stop laughing. I can hear you laughing in the back. This eye that could potentially be in the middle of our map. Do we really want an eye in the middle of our map? Do we really want another giant monster coming to Fortnite? Yes. I'm not sure the likelihood of it though. I'm really not sure. I think it's a really cool idea, a really cool concept, and we will be keeping an eye on the middle of this map. But I'm not sure. That's what I'm saying. I'm also not sure about 2 harpoons. I think I'll take the fishing rod. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh. Oh. Oh, I guess the gold trooper skin doesn't really make you great at the game. Oh, who would have known? So I woke up today and I usually check out a whole bunch of channels. And I was watching Laserbeam's latest video on the Kraken live event. Have you seen it? You seen the one? I'll tell you something, I was secretly hoping he would view my video and talk mad smack about it. But unfortunately he didn't. So like, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I don't quite cut it to be featured. What the... even if it was just for a split second, if he was scrolling down on the screen and saw my video, I would have been like, oh, we made it. But it didn't happen. Guys, with Fortnitemares being over, where are we gonna go next? What has Chapter 2 got in store for us? A lot of people have been telling me in the comment section below, there's some weird storyline going on with the, with the Fortnite government, the ego or something. There's like 2 factions of Fortnite government. I think one of them has something to do with this skin that I'm playing now. Listen, boys, I'm sure that has something to do with something, but until it like manifests in the game in some way, I'm not sure how much people care. I mean, of course I care, because I want to know the story. I'm desperate to know. Maybe much like in the old chapter, there is a Fortnite government out there, and they've got secret evil plans, which nobody really wants to be a part of. We just want to kind of shoot at massive cubes and see giant monsters fight. That's all we want to do, Epic. If I had to make an educated guess, which we like to do on this channel sometimes, I do genuinely believe there is something coming from the waters. You guys remember seeing my Craggy Cliffs video, the monster of Craggy Cliffs, or the legend of Craggy Cliffs? I think that is almost certainly the case. That is almost certainly going to happen. And I can't help but ignore these weird rune symbols that are around our Fortnite island. I think these have got something to do with something. Somebody is responsible for these. Yo, dude, that's an eye. Yo, that's an eye. It might not be an eye. Everybody calm down. It might not be an eye. But something is definitely going on here. There's still so much to actually explore. Chapter 2 is pretty spoopy. Oh, my man took loads of shots. He's really playing to win. But of course he didn't win. I reckon we're about that time in each season where Epic starts to introduce the storyline. I mean, think about it. Fortnitemares is gone. It's gone. I think they're done with it. We're all sitting around scratching our heads wondering, when is the storyline coming, Epic? We're all sitting around waiting for new content updates and things like that. So there is a gap in time for this story to take place. Woo! Things are getting intense. There's a lot of people around here. There's about 8 players left, so I'm probably just gonna quickly go for the win. So I'll be right back. I think there's a guy around here. Oh! Oh! Dude, I thought this game wasn't a jump scare game anymore, dude. Why are there still jump scares?